Well, I think that first of all, they're taking some of the basic stuff of just ball pressure and playing hard. It covers a lot of ground defensively, and I think that guys like Gary and Svi and Kim's doing a good job again, but Scotty likes to guard, and I think it's getting contagious a little bit where they know you got to kind of guard hard your guy, and that'd be my first thing. I think they've learned pretty quickly about some more of the help rotation things and some of the shot contest rotations and things like that pretty quickly. But again, a lot of that's just firing in and firing out with as much energy as you can. Yeah. Well, it's one of, they were getting into us and flying around a little bit. They were switching some stuff. They were trapping some stuff. So they were throwing a lot at us. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those games where we were searching for one little thing to free something up. We were in the mid for a bit and that got a little sticky. We got to some what we call angle, which gets it off the mid and spread the floor a little more. Thought we'd have a little more space to play in there. Yeah, it wasn't, and I was glad we got a transition bucket. It's always good to get, to try to sneak a transition bucket when the offense is getting sticky, and we got one, which kind of put the game away. Yeah, but it was level of concern was quite high. Yeah.
Coming into this from Washington, I think they were third in the league in points in the paint, but you guys are number one in defending. And I mean, you kept them to 40. What did you like tonight?
Well, we knew that we had to do that, right? So the challenge with that is again, they got a lot of shot creators and a lot of drivers. So squaring up the ball and trying to keep it in front the best you can, and then realizing if somebody's beat that you kind of got to forget about your man and go to the problem, which is the ball coming downhill. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that. And that leads usually to the next problem, which is firing out to contest the three ball. And we did okay at that. We had some stretches where they made it, they strung up a few, but thought we did, kind of what we said. We kept it in front a little more than we did last time. We helped a little better and we contested a little better. Yeah, they've really got a good little combination going, and I give Kem a lot of credit there. He's really screening well, right? That's not that easy to always come up there and get the right angle and get Freddie some free space to play in. And he make a few timely little floaters here and there, and also a few timely offensive rebounds throughout the game. He's playing well, and one great pass out to a corner three too, which was a big pass. Yeah, I mean, we're playing really, pretty consistently. We're playing hard on D, and our offensive execution's gone way up, I think. And not only that, we've had a bunch of shot makers too, right? I think from Fred to OG to Svi to Gary, those guys have, made plays on their own a little bit and made shots, to kind of keep the offense moving. That's good because that's quite a few guys. And, there's other guys chipping in too, bucket here, bucket there, tip in here, tip in there. But the defense has been pretty consistently, they've been playing pretty hard at that end. So we've given ourselves a chance each night with the combination of those two things.
Thanks, JQ. We'll start with Doug Smith.
Hello, Nick. Congratulations on the win and the road trip.
Thanks, Doug.
I know you like to play quick and in transition, but how nice is it to have a veteran like Fred who can slow things down and get you a bucket in a half court late in the game like you did tonight, I think 3 times in a row when the game got close?
Well, it's good. I think that, it's probably a big improvement area for us, Doug. I know you and I talked in the season, early in the season, if we didn't have transition, our half court offense needed some work. We've put in considerable work, but it always helps when you got a guy like Fred that can kind of control the tempo. He's making some good play calls. He's obviously scoring, but he's also finding some people too. He's found some short rolls to Kim. He found some slot cutters. He found a kick out three here and there. I think he did a good job of kind of calling OG's number here and there when OG thought he could, get something. Did a good job of executing some stuff out of timeouts. So yeah, he was really good tonight.
And I'm a defensive end. You decided to ask your guys to pressure the ball very hard above the break, and it's leading to a lot of steals and turnovers and breakouts. Was that because you thought you had the personnel to do it, or you thought they had the effort to do it? Why did you ask this group to do that so aggressively, I guess?
Well, I like to do it with every group I have.
Yeah, but
Doug, we do like to get up and guard hard, man. And I think we're finding out that there's some guys that maybe haven't been asked to do that in their careers that are capable of it. And again, I keep mentioning Gary, but he's drawing Bradley Beal on a night like tonight, and he's making plays out there, right? And I think Svi's a hard playing guy, and Scotty plays hard, and Freddie obviously is always into the ball. So we've got a group of guys that'll go up and do it, and we like it.
great. Thanks very much, Nick. Safe trip back.
Thanks, Doug.
We'll go to Vivek Jacob next.
Hey, Nick. OG's decision making, his patience since the first couple games just seems to have really leveled up. What goes into that, and how impressive is it for him to have made that progression so quickly?
Well, he's playing very well, doing a lot of things, and I think that I actually thought he rushed a little bit early in the game. I thought he got to his spot and kind of hurried a little more than he had been. And we tried to just say, be a little bit more composed down there. You're there, and just use your pump fakes and your things. But I think that the big thing is he's starting to find some cutters. We've worked on some of that for him too, to, when he starts wheeling and dealing, they're sending some bodies, and he's finding some of those guys. I think that's only going to get better with more repetitions. I think, that's, we've always said your job is to, when you're an offensive player, your job is to score buckets or draw two defenders. And when you've drawn two defenders, you've done your job as well. And that means you got to find the open guy, and he'll continue to improve in that.
And maybe this is thinking too far ahead, but when you're seeing OG show this progression, Scotty's showing what he's capable of offensively, does your mind ever go to what it can be once Pascal's back?
Well, I think that we still got to, yeah, for sure. We my level of everybody playing with this kind of energy and unselfishness, the more guys we got doing it, and the more talent we got out there, the better it should be. And I certainly look forward to, getting everybody back. I mean, we still got Utah over there too, who plays extremely hard and cuts and makes plays. And, he's 6'10" too. So there's three guys sitting over there that are with some length and some game. And yeah, we should be able to play even harder if we can trim the minutes down a little bit.